to what is in store, right? We're going to talk innovation, but I know you want to know these nice songs. What were they? It's okay. We had Brown Skin by Stone Boy, the one that we just played before. That one was Meo More by Lakua Kanza. Now straight into the kind of content that makes us proud, and we can only do our best to do justice to these really cool people that put Africa on the map. What am I talking about? I'm talking about Cassava Technologies, global technology. They are a global technological leader of African heritage in Gebeya, the leading provider of an ecosystem for African services economy. They've partnered to launch something called Gebeye Dala, which is a groundbreaking suite. It is an AI-powered tool designed to empower all Africans with an idea to become, pardon me, a digital creator powered by Cassava's AI-ready data center and infrastructure. The partnership unites both Cassava, the ability to scale and secure cloud, the GPU as well as service and GPU AAS infrastructure, and the vision to unlock mass creativity. Now I have Gebeya CEO and co-founder Amadou Daffe, who's joining us on the line. Good morning, Amadou.
Good morning.
Hi.
Good morning.
All good. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, let's get straight into this. So I want to begin here, just to be clear. Cassava is a workspace, or is just for anyone that's looking to create?
You mean Gebeye Dala, or do you mean Cassava?
Cassava.
No, Cassava is a cloud provider company, infrastructure company, not Cassava. I think you're probably asking me for my company, not Cassava. Cassava Technology is a data center provider, data center service provider, yeah.
Or then where you guys are going is you're introducing Gebeye Dala, which will be an AI-powered tool ecosystem for anyone that's looking to create. It's not specifically for young professionals, or professionals rather.
Yeah, So Gebeye Dala is already launched. It's already launched. It's a platform, to allow anybody to create, publish, and sell. So assuming you're a developer, you go in and build an app, publish it, and sell it. If you are a comic book creator, go to Dala, do the same thing. You create your comic, publish it, and sell it.
All right.
So it's an AI agent tool, allow anybody to do that in a service economy specifically.
All right. I completely understand now, because I think at the beginning I thought Cassava had already the tools and you're just going into the partnership. Okay, so with our focus on mass creativity, are we ensuring that the latency from your data center supports a real-time AI generation in terms of the creation across all corners for these content creators?
Yes. So most of the AI agent companies, sorry, were you done with your question?
No, I was just saying specifically, I wanted to clarify, not content creators, but creative people who are using the tools.
Absolutely, yeah. So most of the AI agent companies around the world, they rely on the language models that we know, such as Gemini, OpenAI, and so on and so forth. And obviously, those language models are hosted on the cloud, right? So if you use Gemini, is obviously on Google Cloud and so on and so forth. Most of these servers, except to the exception of a few, are running outside of Africa. So so when you make sort of a request to Gemini, it goes out of the continent and come back in. So there's sort of a latency, and things are very slow, especially without low and slow connections of internet. In Africa, it creates problems. So now what Cassava AI or Cassava AI factories have built is they built the data centers so that when I put a request to my AI agent, it doesn't go out to get out of the continent, it stays within the continent. So it allows me, if I'm in Kenya, I can connect directly to South Africa if the data center is there, or if I'm in Nigeria, I can connect to a data center in Ghana instead of going all the way to Singapore or Ireland or so on and so forth. So that's the infrastructure they built. But they need companies like Gebeya, who know how to build these AI agents or language models to run on their data centers using the GPUs that they've acquired. And that's where the partnership came from. But I have a choice.
Yeah.
I have a choice.
Yeah. So, I mean, you speak about connectivity and how this specifically addresses the African challenges in terms of speed and being able to deliver in that way. I want to look at how now Africans are not just consuming AI, but they're building using AI. How does this assist in really amplifying African storytelling and being aware of the African data, as well as addressing the African challenges that we currently face, things like speed, connectivity, not having enough infrastructure in certain areas of the continent to be able to successfully use these tools?
Right. So the AI space right now is not really built for the African context because you need 3 or 4 things to sort of become AI powered as a nation or as a continent. One, you guessed it, you need the infrastructure, the service, right?
Yeah.
Most of our companies, most of our governments don't really see the value of building data centers that allows us to do certain things, right? They have bigger priorities in a sense. So that infrastructure side, because we're not there yet and it's not really a priority, the next level is the language model I was talking about, building Gemini, Anthropic, OpenAI, right? No African countries have said, you know what, let me build my language model to serve my citizens. Or there's no even companies who have the means or the amount of money to actually build these language models, right? At least you see Cassava AI is building the infrastructure. They're not even looking into building language models yet, but it's going to happen. So while we're waiting now, between having the money to build the infrastructure that's needed, having the knowledge and money to build a language model, the only option obviously we have is building the AI agents, which is the apps, right? And what happens is we need to very quickly know how to build these apps and build as many as possible. It will logically create what you call adoption. If you remember when ChatGPT was launched, the language model was OpenAI in the back.
Yeah.
However, once ChatGPT started having millions of users, that's when OpenAI went crazy, went and raised a lot of money, and the whole world changed overnight because of the adoption of how many people were using ChatGPT. So here in Africa, we have a chance of entrepreneurs like us, and of course the consumers, to very quickly adopt these AI agent tools. If they can't afford to build one, they can actually leverage the one that exists, and then eventually it'll create a need for the government to say, oh, wait a minute, all this data my citizens are creating is going outside the continent. Can we build our own language model? Can we build our own Gemini, and so on and so forth? And when you get the interest of building your own Gemini, obviously you have to build your own data center. You don't want your own version of Gemini to sit in the cloud somewhere in Ireland, right? So that's why it's very important to do 3 things for our sort of citizens in Africa. First is information, educational about AI. We really need to, just like ISO Speed goes out there and do a live streaming, we need to do a lot of stuff around AI agent that is coming, inform the population. When naturally what happened, you see other people say, yeah, wait a minute, we can build stuff now. We don't need to just consume all of this coolness let's build our own tools. And eventually, once enough people build their own tools, build companies around it, I believe is going to lead us to build a language model that we need to eventually become a big player in a data center infrastructure. I hope that explains your questions.
No, it does. And I like the fact that you're very optimistic about it. And it gives all of us hope, especially when we hear from innovators and people that are leading in that space, be so confident about it's going to happen. Because I think the conversation is always, why is infrastructure never a priority? And it kind of then becomes a very discouraging to innovators, inventors, and the next generation that's just excited to just create and play on the global stage. But I want us to look at the next 5 years. When we look back at Gebeye Dala, the specific launch, what is the one benchmark we will use to prove we successfully shifted the African service economy?
Yeah, probably having the entire educational system in Africa running on AI agents. One of them would be Dala. Obviously, we built something for, just like we built for creators, we need to build something for educational system, right? Whether it is a small language model that runs for on how to teach math to kids, right? So that's one. The other one is obviously agriculture, right? How do we build tools that allows the consumer and the supply chains of agriculture to be more efficient using this AI, right? Think of like a ChatGPT version or augmented ChatGPT version of the, for any agricultural system that exists in Africa. So we're going to play in that. We're going to build as many AI agents as possible. The service economy is obviously large. We have different sectors. We may disrupt a few things. For example, we're going to be launching an AI agent to allow anybody to create their own music. Therefore, on your birthday, you can create your own theme song, that kind of thing. That may disrupt a few things or even make some people mad, but we need to give opportunity to others to do this, right? And then you also have movies, right? You've seen how movies and sort of, at least from if you look at Nollywood, some of these even South African movies, they really disrupted, productions and how they distribute it.
Yeah.
So now we have an opportunity to accelerate who we are, right? Before it was, we need to rely on a good computer, you need to rely on certain things that come from the West. Now, if you can create it at the comfort of your home using your phone, forget even the computer, you really disrupt everything. So we want to play in that. And Dala alone won't be able to do it. The entire continent needs to get on board, know that AI is here, start with AI agent, and dream, right? And look at what the market is asking, what the people are looking for, and go ahead and build it.
All right. Amadou, just hold on for me. I'm going to take a small break and we'll wrap up our conversation after this.
When you have to wake your neighbors up. Good morning, my neighbors!
Have you ever considered this scenario
where you are hosting a party?
Let's say maybe you're getting married. You are in your pretty dress, or you have a 21st birthday, or maybe a 50th birthday. And then there comes that friend of yours who looks prettier than you, dressed prettier than you, and everybody pays attention to them. Well, this scenario actually transpired. I remember it was the inauguration of Ghana's president, John Mahama. So, invited a couple of dignitaries, and the one that stood out was the Burkina Faso's president, Ibrahim Traore. He arrived there and received the loudest cheers at the event. Imagine that. You know what the moral of the story is? Ask
Everybody that you've invited to dress in black and white. Yes.
The Shy Guy.
See, people who have something to look forward to don't need an alarm clock.
You listen to The Shy Guy. 3 to 6 a.m. on the Morning Switch.
Channel Africa 1060. 6 decades of stories, voices, and vision.
Tech Africa on Channel Africa. The African Perspective.
And it's just 16 minutes before top of the hour, 10 o'clock Central African time. Great conversation that started just before we went to innovation about, we went to the break. The conversation was around innovation. Talking now to CEO and co-founder Amadou Daffe, who's joining me on the line. And we're talking about the partnership between Cassava, Scalable Secure Cloud, as well as Gebeya, as vision to unlock mass creativity. Gebeya CEO and co-founder is just sharing his pearls of wisdom really from experience and very being optimistic about the capability of Africa and somehow having all this creativity culminate into power that can influence the power that be to create infrastructure that can support and grow innovation in the continent. Still there, Amadou? You're very low. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, you sound great
me?
now. Yeah, absolutely. Yes. You sound really cool. So how do I join Gebeye Dala? What happens? Is it like Canva, or how do I join the platform?
Yeah, we actually built our own version of Canva. So so it's totally different. So you go to dala.gebeya.com. So DALA.GEBEYA.com. Or you go to gebeya.com. You scroll down, you see the different AI agents and stuff that we have. You click on Dala and you'll be able to use it live.
Okay.
It's a standalone app. It's not a plugin. It's a standalone platform.
Yeah. No subscription at the moment?
Well, it's free for up to some tokens. Just like you use it, for example, I think you have about 25 tokens in a given day. If it expires, you have to wait till the next day. So usually 25 tokens can allow you to create pretty cool stuff. Let's say if you wanted to build, I don't know, a comic book, or you want to build a game, at least a preliminary, and you have to prompt it, and then you run out of credit. It's like saying, you know how like in Africa, well, most countries, they do airtime buying. So you buy airtime for a specific amount of, let's say, number of SMS and calls and data, and when it expires, you buy again. So that's really what it is. But it's free for 25 tokens or credits a day.
All right. And it's compared, because it's not an app per se, it's not really specific to iOS or Android.
This is that for now, because when you create, you usually don't want to restrict yourself from a phone perspective. You want a proper browser experience, right? So we built it on a browser. But people are asking us now to release it on those apps or stores.
Thank you so much for chatting to us. All the best. This is really exciting. I look forward to the actual app myself. But yeah, it's one of the things that will come highly recommended when I meet my peers who love to create.
Absolutely. We have thousands of users across 20 countries. So looking forward for your feedback in here.
Absolutely. Thank you once again. Enjoy your Sunday going forward.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, 12 minutes before 10 o'clock Central African time. We're going to go to the news at the top of the hour, 10 o'clock. Then we focus on the good that happens around AI and what we call tech for good. And that's basically just anyone or organization or even a company that uses technology for the greater good of society. And even if it's just an individual that uses their social media platform to effect positive change, that's what Tech for Good is all about. You will find that after 10 o'clock right now. More great African sounds coming your way. We have the likes of Mnomfundomo, amongst others, who is just angelic. I love her delivery in terms of music and the vocals behind the music that she does.
Nkhanza zokhudza amuna ndi azimayi kapena kuti gender-based violence GBV zikuwononga mioyo komanso kuphwasula midzi. Zikuchitika m'manyumba, m'masukulu, malo ogwirira ntchito ndipo kwambiri mwakachetechete. Koma sizikuyenera kupitirira. Mukazimva yankhulani. Ngati mwakhuzidwa funani chithandizo. Chifukwa kusachita chilichonse sikuthandiza. Mverani kuma wireless onse 14 a SABC kuchokera lachitatu pa 23 mwezi uno wa Julai kuti mumve zokambirana, malangizo, masewero, zionetsero za maphunziro ndi mafunso okhuza nkhanza za amuna ndi azimayi ndi akatswiri, anthu opulumuka ku nkhanzazi, kukhazikitsa lamulo komanso dziko lonse lokhuzidwa ndi nkhanzazi. Zonsezi pa wireless yomwe mumayikonda ya SABC. Imbirani pa nambala 0800 428 428 kuti munene za nkhanzazi kapena kupeza chithandizo. Nkhanza zokhuza amuna ndi azimayi zimatha ndi inu. Uthenga ukufikani kuchokera ku SABC.
Keep Africa in your hands. Connect to our website for all your news, sports, and cultural updates. channelafrica.co.za. Tech Africa honors all the force that's pushing Africa's digital transformation. Every Sunday on Channel Africa, the African perspective.
When I'm in my car, the radio's on. Windows down, the music is up. This is the life of me. Nothing to worry about. Whoa. Riding with my friends downtown we go. We missed our turn, oh no. I guess we keep on going, you know.